Guns are the number one, hard to believe, are the number one killer of children. Secretary Vance of Ohio has called these shootings facts of life. Who the hell do these people think they are?
As a gun owner and father, I've been watching the debate about the school shootings as a fact of life quote or misquote. And it's been pretty disgusting on some of the egregiousness with which that quote was taken out of context. I will play President Biden's quote, and then I will play the quote from J.D. Vance. And I think you will see, if you listen to it with an open mind, that this was completely taken out of context. And I will also put up the CDC data, basically show the refuting evidence of what that is. When it comes down to it, yes, if you count 18 and 19-year-olds, then yes, gun deaths are the leading cause of death in children, but that's 18 and 19-year-olds. If you remove 18 and 19-year-olds who are legally adults from that study, then auto vehicle accidents are the number one killer of children. That is a fact that does not go reported in there. One thing I will note in the CDC article that you're seeing right over here is the fact that they treat all motor vehicle deaths equally. So you could be an innocent bystander, and as you'll see in the article there, even in stationary cars, that is still considered a motor vehicle accident. And we are one of the only Western countries who put gun death by suicide in the same category as gun death by homicide. So just little interesting factoid there. All of my research that I've done on this leads me to that conclusion. If you can find refuting information, please drop it in the comments below. Again, I'm not saying that, these deaths are not tragic, and what's going on in the cities with the higher rise in violence among, young teenage men is not tragic. But again, this is going back to the deliberately taking out of context a statement. So here are the statements.
You just heard Kamala cite the statistics all Americans should be ashamed of. Guns are the number one, hard to believe, are the number one killer of children in America, more than any other cause. Accidents, more than any other cause. It's almost unbelievable to think it's sick. Last year, after another school shooting, my predecessor said, like some members of Congress said, quote, just get over it. I'm going to be very blunt. Secretary Vance of Ohio has called these shootings facts of life. Who the hell do these people think they are? You just heard.
The Kamala Harris answer to this is to take law-abiding American citizens' guns away from them. That is what Kamala Harris wants to do. But we have to ask ourselves, we actually have been able to run an experiment on this, because you've got some states with very strict gun laws, and you've got some states that don't have strict gun laws at all. And the states with strict gun laws, they have a lot of school shootings. And the states without strict gun laws, some of them have school shootings too. So clearly strict gun laws is not the thing that is going to solve this problem. What is going to solve this problem, and I really do believe this, is, look, I don't like this. I don't like to admit this. I don't like that this is a fact of life. But if you are a psycho and you want to make headlines, you realize that our schools are soft targets. And we have got to bolster security at our schools so that a person who walks through the front door we've got to bolster security so that if a psycho wants to walk through the front door and kill a bunch of children, they're not able to.